Education is the key. Education is the key. Education is the master. Education is the master key. Welcome again to the Bisa platform, and this is your girl, Betty Osei-Bonsu. Here, where passion, values, and environment comes to life. We are still on the one-legged education system.
It's Bisa. Bisa with Betty. Bisa Africa. It's Bisa. Bisa with Betty.
Education, they say, is the key. And yes, this is a very, very important tool for every developing nation to learn and progress out of poverty. But unfortunately enough, these individuals or these countries or Africa in general lack this particular tool for development, education. And guess what? Have you ever imagined yourself going to the farm without a cutlass before? Are you going to eat there? While several individuals lack the opportunity to go to school, others are in school, but they are not learning anything. How possible is this? Sometimes you would even go to the school and find the teachers not able to speak English. This reminds me of my junior sister who, in school, laughed at her teacher that couldn't speak English, or she spoke the wrong English, and the teacher beat the hell out of her just because she laughed at her for not speaking the right English. So just imagine the kind of environment we find ourselves. Sometimes you go to the classrooms and the teachers are not present. What are we actually teaching the students then? According to a report by Kelvin Watkins, 80% of the pupils in Sokoto found in Nigeria, of the pupils in the classrooms, you wouldn't believe it, they can't speak English. 80% of the pupils. Just imagine your child part of those individuals. No wonder you would have individuals in Africa, majority of the individuals in Africa, who wants to go into masters, who wants to go into other field, they'll be asking for a reduced age range. Like, we want individuals between the age of 18 to 25, and you find out that most of those individuals that you want with those experiences do not fall within those range, because from a little age growing up, they weren't given the necessary education to be able to speed up in education. So you find individuals, grown-up individuals in class 5, and you be asking yourself, hey, why? What's this person doing here? Surprisingly, among all these problems, most people decide to become teachers because they couldn't find their dream jobs. Oh no. So it's an alternative for people. So we do not have the skilled teachers within schools to teach students. What are we producing then? According to a report by World Economic Forum, you find out that students or teachers lack the necessary skills to even impact students. Apart from that, schools lack the necessary infrastructures to be able to mold the students on how they should grow up. You go to a classroom and you see the child saying, education is the key, education is the key. What are they learning? Yes, and this is the kind of situation we find ourselves. But among all this problem, among all these issues, I'm happy that we are still able to produce successful students. And yes, that's one of those students we're hearing from today. In the person of Bobby Arnold from Nigeria, he'll be recounting his story to us on how he has thrived through the Nigerian education system, and he is where he is today.
School is more about you not just having to say he's intelligent, but has to be smart. Smart work helps faster work.
My name is Bobby Abba. I'm a medical practitioner. Yeah, I'm from Nigeria. I'm used to be precise.
Proud people boy.
People who have opportunities do not see other people who do not have the opportunities. They see it as I'm in charge. And life is not about being in charge. It's about having an opportunity to help a person that doesn't have an opportunity to be helped. So I dedicated myself full-hearted time. Open is the goal. If I was to tell myself or to whisper to myself 8-10 years back, I can say get your suit on because it's going to be a rough ride. So it's a big secret. So when I was in school, I used to leave medical classes and run off to play football like for overtime. And it was really amazing because it felt like I didn't want to study medicine anymore and I wanted to dive more into football. Well, yeah, so I'm not in the football line, but it was a gesture I did during this time. So opportunities differ. So different people have different races. For me, I wasn't called on to do football full time. So it was more like a part-time something I could do. Part-time football, part-time medicine. So that's what I just did. I believe that if the government or the educational system see that it shouldn't be all about what they put on the paper and what they can produce mentally, it will help everyone place into the into the work system properly.
According to a report released by African Exponent, it says that Africans or African education planners should stop focusing on the number of students within the education system and rather focusing on increasing the infrastructures, focus on increasing the skills for teachers, focus on increasing the necessary training and educational materials that will aid students to grow in this field when it comes to education. It should stop being about numbers, rather it should be about the quality.
Most times everybody says, go to school, go to school, go to school is just a word. Do not misquote me. It's good if you get the opportunity to go to school because you also need it to work most times. But trust me, most times when you go to school, you read business admin or you read agriculture and farming and you see yourself working at the back. That is two different things. But you're working there. At the same time, you use the certificate to get into that particular organization. So I would say, yes, it's always going to be the child. Education is always going to be an aspect of the work. Should you aim big, you need to school big. I would say, school is a goal. So if I'm to whisper to myself 10, 12 years back, I'll tell myself, should brace up, get a suit up because the battle is not for the weak. The educational system is going to be hard, but the work system is going to be tougher. So you should have a mental state at which there should not be any relentless.
Yes, I wouldn't blame Bobby Aban when he said if he should look 10 years back, he will tell himself to brace up. The education system would not be easy. And even yes, the work system would even be harder. You don't want to experience what we're experiencing. And this is not only to the people that are already in the system, but to those young ones that are coming up in the system. You have to brace up. It's not going to be easy. Don't look at what you are seeing, but focus on your education. Yes, focus on your education and learn to hear stories on experiences from people. Very, very important. Bobby Annan, thank you so much for this wonderful insight you've given to all our listeners today. Yes, we would all brace up. And yes, you've really done so well. Coming up from a Nigerian system, we all know how Nigerian system is, and being able to become a professional medical practitioner. Oh no, oh yes, that is so well from your end. I can recall vividly a friend of mine in Nigeria who would tell me, Betty, in Nigeria, you go to class one day and the next 5 years there is strike. How would you complete? As I'm talking to you, till now, he has not completed school. But successfully, we are still able to get some students who are able to complete, no matter how difficult the education system is. And yes, to all our governments and all institutions that are in charge of our education system, let's do well to equip the education system to produce more successful students than just educated students. Yes, finally, we've come to an end. This is Be With the Dalton and ISA, be inspired with stories from Africa, where passion, values, and environment comes to life. And this is your favorite host, Betty Osei Bonsu. Next on our episode, we'll be hearing a very interesting story, dubbed The Forgotten Stories. Don't you want to hear this? Yes, don't forget to subscribe to all our channels. On LinkedIn, it's Be Inspired with Stories from Africa. On YouTube, it's Be Inspired with Stories from Africa. Press that subscribe button. On Facebook, it's Bisa with Betty. And yes, again, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.
As an African, it's not only about mentioning our problems, but suggesting solutions to tackle them. Don't forget that solutions of one man cannot be the solution of another. Although we are one world, but yeah, we are different. We are different. We are different. We are different.